Uh,
Yeah, can you see my screen now? We're looking at a spare parts supply chain tracking.
yeah.
Okay, Dhanuj, thanks for this interest. I will just walk you through this product, and then we'll tell you how we are actually doing this supply chain spare parts tracking using an NFC currently. This can also be extended to an RFID chip or a GPS sensor or any other IoT sensor that the customer wants to use. So it's a highly flexible and configurable system. So the pain point that we are trying to solve for our customers is that on the uh, authenticity of a product. So major counterfeiting happens in food sector, 81%, close to 1.2 trillion per year, followed by pharmaceuticals at about $200 billion. Then closely followed by automotive that you're seeing on the screen now, which is about $45 billion. That is followed by $30.3 billion in luxury goods. So altogether it's 1.475 trillion market size that we are talking, wherein we could use technologies like blockchain, IoT, and machine learning. And when the product matures a bit, we can also put in artificial intelligence. So today we have not put in the AI module there, but we have integrated with blockchain with some couple of sensors. Just to show you the sensors part of it, I will just come on video. So we use an dual antenna tags for securing a box. It's basically a prop to show you that how we are doing this. And then we also use, for example, some tags that are embedded into a prop like this. You can see an almond there just to prove that it is an authentic product. And we have one more prop that we want to prove it as an counterfeit. Just so we'll not be scanning this product in the demo now, but we'll see that how we could how we have solved this problem. And the way we are doing it is that we start from the first mail always. So that's always the package handler. So that is now taking the box. So we got to get this data out of this system. So I've got the box ID, which is a unique ID. I'm going to only scan one. I have two props. One would be authenticated, one will not be. So that's the reason I'm just packing one spare part in a box. So we would be taking the one with a deer on there, trying to make it as an to prove it as an authentic product. So there's a tag inside, getting the data of the tag. That you can see there's a serial number, NFC ID, the batch number, and a spare part name. So usually this product would be more useful for high value products. So it's already updated into the blockchain. You can see a log coming in below there. And then it's giving the time 12:42. We have done the scan. And it can also allow you to generate add a shipment order into the system. Let me get one document. Any document. So today what we are doing is that we are making it as paperless product. No printing required. You just digitize the document and add it to the blockchain. So it also takes care of the digital transformation of the documentation, like shipment order labels. So this is the first stage where we secure box. So typically what would happen here is that we're putting the spare part that we want to secure, put in a box, and then we seal that. So that's all closed at this first mile, what we are trying to do. And once it is there, once the shipment order is ready, it will send a notification to logistics team to come and pick up the box. So now no more, there's no requirement to open the box. You just scan it. It reads the data for the box ID, now which is now having a secured spare part inside. We put in there, we can also put a waybill document. So if you go down, we have documents there. Put one information, then that gets into there. So this, I'm just giving some demo pictures here, but Ideally, in the real production system, that we will take an actual weighable document, scan that, and then from mobile phone they can scan that and they can put it onto the system here. So now this makes sure that the data now gets onto a truck and it's moving into a, for example, today currently we are in Hyderabad, so we are trying to move from this location all the way into say the nearest location like cargo for air cargo or a shipment for going on a ship. So we can track that. So what we do is that you can see that the entire log is coming below when it gets to a freight forwarder. So typically what we do is we take a spare part, we put in a box, and this box gets into a container. So we are trying to simulate how to get a container ID. In the real world, the container ID will not be an NFC ID. I'm using just NFC, test NFC now, but it will be like a GPS sensor or a module that can continuously give ping of the container. But for this demo, I'll just use one tag, and I'm going to choose that I'm going to put one box into the container, wherein I'm getting the box ID now that I'm mapping to a container. So just to give a reference, we have taken a spare part mapped to a box, and now this box is now being mapped to a container. So I've got the container, the box ID, which is now getting into a container. And then we can also add digital documents of bill of lading, bill of entry, and forward or cargo receipt. So let me put some documents there. The same for this. So below it's all now coming as the entire thing log is coming. So the way we normally give tracking to people is that we can track live from a dashboard. So let me, once I bring this up, I'll just share my screen. So what we have done is we have also created, apart from the mobile phone, we have created a web interface wherein the OEM, from the OEM factory, they can keep track of the entire consignment where it is moving at the moment. So we have scanned it in a location near to the airport at the moment. Let me just pick this up. And we can really zoom in to look at the asset where it is moving at the moment, where it is now starting. And we are also working on features where we give a continuous tracking of this asset. So currently we are in a